Hey, what's up all? This is iPods and more, and I'm giving you guys a tutorial today on how to jailbreak a 2G iPod Touch 2.2.1 firmware. I'm not upgrading to the 3.0 because I have tried to and it has been faulty on my iPod. It might be my jailbreaking, it might not, but I have had no problems with the 2.2.1 firmware. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that today. So if you guys enjoy this tutorial, please comment, rate, subscribe. And if you guys have any questions, please post comments and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Alright, now on to the tutorial. And I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what to do on your computer. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to have QuickFreedom, iPod 2.2.1 firmware, and an optional being a boot logo with one alpha pixel, which I'll explain to you in another video if you do not understand what that means. I'm going to be providing links for all these, so if you guys don't already have these, then you guys are going to need to check the links in the descriptions. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is open up your iTunes. Then you're going to want to go to your device, if it ever loads. Then you're gonna wanna hold down Shift and then click Restore, and then restore with the 2.2.1 original firmware. Once you're doing this, you guys are going to wait until it's complete, and then once it's complete, you guys are going to follow the rest of the instructions of the video. Alright, I'll be right back while this is restoring. Okay, so it's finished recording. So now what you're going to want to do is it's going to be booting up. It's going to have the little classic silver icon. It's going to say connect to iTunes. When you give it a sec, it'll show up in your iTunes. So then you're going to want to set it up as a new iPod because you're not going to be using this firmware. You're going to be creating a new firmware with QuickFreedom. So just check everything off. Don't do anything. Then just set it up as whatever you want. Like, I don't care. Loser. Okay. And it's gonna go through the same old crap that you went through on your iPod when you first got it. As of this point, you're going to minimize. Then you're gonna go off to QuickFreedom. Alright. Then you're going to click Jailbreak. If you have libUSB already installed, it will tell you. Then if it doesn't recognize the 2.2.1 firmware, you're going to have to browse. And then click on the 2.2.2 firmware. And then it's going to say moving firmware. Okay, now it'll say in the right on top of the main menu button that the firmware has been copied. So next you're going to click the next button. And then unclick install installer because it doesn't work anymore. And then you're going to, if you feel like it, if you'd rather have just a plain silver Apple logo on boot up, you may leave this unchecked and then just go to create firmware, or you can go to use custom boot logo and then it'll give you up a list. Now these are preset ones, of course. So you're not forced to use these, but these, like, I used to use this one on my first jailbreak, and then I used this one the second time. Then I edited this one and then put my words on it, and now I'm going to use my own custom one, which has one alpha pixel, just a reminder, and if you guys don't know what that is, I'll teach you guys how to do that in another video. So then once you've gotten all that selected, then you guys are going to want to go to create firmware. Then this might take a while, so I'm going to get back to you guys after it's finished. Okay, so we're nearing the end of the process. It says 1% complete, but it's just a little bug. The bar still goes, so, and it still says finalizing, so it still works just fine. Just give it a little to load. And I apologize if my voice sounds a bit quiet. I'm using a separate mic other than my camera mic, because the camera mic's a bit too sensitive, and this one's just right, but it's a little bit quiet, so I apologize if it's hard for you guys to hear, but please turn up your volume if it's hard for you guys to hear, because I don't want to put my lips up against the mic, or else it's kind of lame. Once you notice that the custom firmware looks has the same icon as the iPod 2, 1 underscore 2.2, etc. Once it has the same icon as that, you know it's done. Then you'll get that notification. It'll say completed and patched successfully. Once that's done, you can go to next. It's gonna say put your iPod into DFU mode. So I will demonstrate this through video rather than through screen capture. So just one sec, I'm going to turn on my camera. Alright guys, so this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take the iPod. Okay. Let's see if I can adjust the camera angle to a good angle. Alright, you're gonna hold the power button and the home button until it's turned off and you hear it disconnect from your computer. Once that happens, you're going to release that and release the top button, then just hold your home screen button. Then it should say recognized in DFU mode. Okay, so once you get the message that says iPod connected in DFU mode, start pre-jailbreak, you hit start pre-jailbreak like asked. It'll say applying red snow patch. And it'll say put into pre-jailbreak mode. Once you get that, you're going to click shift, restore, and then restore it to your custom firmware that was made. And you guys know the deal. It's going to take a little bit, so I'll get back to you guys. Alright then, now once that's complete, you should have your iPod successfully working. It'll come up with the same old iTunes, connect to iTunes logo thing. Nothing should be different except for the boot logo, and you will notice when you slide to unlock, you will have Cydia. It's the only change that should have been done by following this tutorial. Unless if you did the boot logo, of course. And then when you're on this screen, you can just restore it from a backup, and then it should work perfectly fine, except for you guys need to add a certain source in order to get cracked at first. And then once you guys get that source, then you guys will be good to go. Alright, well, I'll get to you guys on that tutorial later. Alright, well, I'll see you guys later, and I hope you guys use this tutorial to your advantage, and please comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you.